Hello, Michael Finn, holistic exercise and lifestyle coach, and today I'm going to cover some other little myths about weight loss. Alright? So most people in this world want to lose some weight, so if you grab on and you feel more or you see more in the mirror than you want that's there, well then you probably want to lose weight, okay? I'm not big on paying attention to the number on the scale because we have bone mass and we have muscle mass, and those things have weight to them. Pay more attention to, it's a fine little measuring tool to look, but try not to be too paranoid about the number that's on the scale, alright? So pay more attention to how your body looks and how your clothes fit. That is a much better way to know if you're losing weight and losing the weight that you want to lose. We want to maintain our muscle and we want to maintain our bone. We don't want to be losing body fat. And unfortunately, most people are restricting calories a whole lot, and what they actually do is they lose muscle, bone, water, things like that. They're training way too hard, and they're actually losing the parts that they really want to keep, and they're not actually losing the body fat. So look in the mirror and pay attention, and or do some circumference measurements with a measuring tape around the thighs and the hips and the midsection and the chest, and see how that's going down. Now the arms and the legs and the neck will go fast, and so you'll see much more improvement there. So if you want more motivation, measure the legs and the arms and the neck, and you'll see the size will go down much faster there if you're trying to lose weight. Okay, so big point that I hear lots of people saying is that, oh, I don't eat enough to lose weight. So I got news for you. If you've got a lot of excess around your middle or on anywhere else on your body, trust me, it's not the fact that you're not eating enough. You have a lot of stored energy on your body, and you need to eat the right things to get your body to burn that. So that's why down below in the description I have my top 5 videos that you need to take the time and watch and take notes and educate yourself on what you should be avoiding and what you should be eating. So you need to stay away from certain foods because they're going to make you put on weight, and not just if you overeat them. So I will go into this in just a second, but there's other foods that you need to eat because they're actually going to turn your metabolism on, and they're going to allow you to lose weight. Alright? So, some examples, okay? If you do a little research, you can Google this. They track how much food people eat on average every year and things like that, calorie consumption and what, okay? You can find it all over the internet. It's not hard. If you go back to the 1960s, the average American ate about 2,600 calories a day, okay? Now, what we also have to understand is a pound of body fat is about 3,500 calories a day. So to lose just 1 pound of body fat, you need to have a deficit of 3,500 calories, roughly, to lose that. And that's why it's like, you know, trying to lose more than a pound a week is really crazy, because you're really going to have to cut your caloric intake, and what ends up happening is you don't get enough of the nutrition to run the rest of the systems in the body, and then the body starts kind of shutting down. So we need to have a deficit, but not a tremendous deficit, and that's why it's so important watch my videos below and learn what you really need to eat to get your body to perform properly and function properly. Okay? So that's the first part of that. The second part is, in today, I think the last study was done in 2020 or 2015 or something like that, people are now consuming 3,200 calories per day. So it's gone up by 600 calories a day, which is quite a bit, which basically means if you went all the way back to 1960 and you immediately threw them into the eating 3,200 calories a day, and their body was used to the 2,600 calories a day, they're getting an excess of 600 calories a day, and they're going to gain a pound about every 6 days. So, because that's going to be 3,006 calories. So about every week, they're going to put on a pound because they're consuming too much, more than what they would actually be burning. Okay, it's that simple. So I don't like the whole calories in, calories out thing. It's way too crazy. Sometimes I recommend it to my mathematical, left-brained CPAs and things like that because they can kind of grasp that a little bit. But I don't want people to get stuck in that trap. My calorie intake changes like anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 calories in a day, depending upon, did I work out that day? Did I work out really vigorously? Do I have competition coming up? So my caloric intake changes dramatically one day to the next. It's all a matter on how much am I moving and how much am I really expending. So we don't want to get stuck in that trap. The number one rule first is to eat the right things. Okay? Now, the other part. So one of the primary things that I recommend in the videos below that you avoid is vegetable and seed oils, because they are everywhere. They're in all processed foods. They're in all baked foods. They're in everything else. We need to stay the hell away from those. And why do I say this? Everybody blames fat and sugar and all this other kind of thing. So once again, when you go and you look at the research, our sugar consumption has gone up a little bit, yes. But the big thing that's really changed is in 1960, our consumption of vegetable oils and seed oils, which are unsaturated fats, were about 250 to 260 calories per day. Okay? That's what it was then. Today, people are consuming just short, like 699 calories a day. It was probably over 7, they didn't want to say that. So around 700 calories a day of unsaturated fat now. That's how much it's gone up. And so that is what disrupts your body. It's the unsaturated fats that are really damaged in the seed oils and the vegetable oils that everybody's consuming in all of this processed food and fast food and everything else that people are consuming. That's where you're getting it. So, and it shuts your metabolism down, and it doesn't work that way. And that's why in the videos below I talk more about it. If you eat the high quality saturated fat from really good animals, that actually turns everything on. That is, stearic acid is what your mitochondria in every single cell in your body runs on for energy. And if you're not consuming it, well, then you're putting all of your cells to sleep. Okay? But you don't get saturated fat from French fries fried in vegetable oil or any of the other fast food. Yes, they're loaded with fat, but they're loaded with the bad fat that you don't want to consume that's going to destroy your body. You need to eat the high quality stuff, okay? So your butter, your ghee, your tallow, and all of the good fats that are on your really high quality grass-fed, grass-finished, pasture-raised meats. That's going to turn on your metabolism and get it going, but it's going to take time, okay? Now, another point is all of those damaged unsaturated fats are so foreign to the body, it's really hard for the body to get them out of your cells because they will get stuck in the cellular membrane and everything else. So it will take 2 to 8 years to get all of that garbage out of your system, which is why you have to stop putting it into the system. You have plenty of it. Don't think that you're like going, oh, well, I can just have a little. Well, that little is going to take another 2 years to get out of your system. So you have got to get rid of this stuff and stop eating it. So, and use alternatives. Cook yourself. Use coconut oil. Use butter. Use ghee. And put the proper things in so that your body can get the garbage out of your system. Okay? And there's no way to make it happen any faster. Yes, exercise can help, but you can't destroy yourself with exercise. So you need to exercise an appropriate amount, not over-exercise. Alright? So, big key takeaways. If you want to lose weight, yes, the sugar should go down. Okay? It should, because people are consuming way more than we should. But the bigger things are eat the right foods. Get all those vegetable oils, the canola, the safflower, the sunflower, the peanut, all these other oils that are unsaturated. They're damaged. Get them out of the system. Start eating really high quality food All right? And once you start doing that for a long enough period of time, the body will start working better and you will start dropping the body fat off. Okay? Remember to don't pay so much attention to the scale, pay more attention to how your body looks, okay, and how your body feels, because there's other big parts to this too, which is I will say, because I do a lot of tissue work. When I work with somebody that eats a lot of unsaturated fat, the fat on their body, it's very squishy. You can grab one, it's like a sponge, it's very squishy, it just squishes and everything else. And it's because they're loaded with sugar and unsaturated fat. If you actually eat quite a bit, and it's hard to eat enough saturated fat. Okay, remember, unsaturated is what we not want, saturated is what we do want. If you eat enough saturated fat and someone actually gains weight doing that by overeating proteins and that sort of thing, the fat on their very body is very dense. It's very thick. So it's almost like what people are looking for on like their steak where they get marbling. It's like that. It's very rigid. You can't actually push your fingers all the way through it. Okay, that's actually really good high quality fat. And if you do things like cold plunging and stuff like that, that will actually turn into brown fat, which helps manage your body temperature a lot. All right, so I know this is a lot, but you need to know a lot and learn how your body works. And if you really want to get healthy and you want to get rid of this excess body weight, it's going to take work and it's going to take time. I watch my clients over the period of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and they continue to lose this excess unsaturated fat stored on their body and in their cells. They continue to get healthier and healthier and healthier because they put so much of it in the first part of their life. So that's what I see in the people that come to me when they're 40, is they've just got all this unsaturated fat stored on their body. And it takes anywhere between 2 and 8 years to get it all out. And that's only if they're doing everything really great. Okay? So if you need help, reach out. I have phone calls with people all the time. You can do regular sessions if you want to do that. You can reach out on me on Instagram at MichaelFinn490. You can always shoot me a text. It's a great way to reach me. And I want all of you to have a happy and healthy day. Eat really great food, stay away from all the crappy stuff, and love your life. I'll see you in the next video.